Welcome back. There's a very positive development for home seekers looking for a bargain downtown. Those exquisite Escala condos have just lowered their prices dramatically, some by as much as 35%. We have interior designers Dana Hamel, Dixie Stark, and Rich Holliday here with us now. Each one designed a fully furnished unit for the Escala Collection homes, and they're here to talk about their different approaches to style. Rich, tell us about the unit you had your hands on.
Well, it's actually an extension of the overall project there at Escala, and that is that European influence with Northwest, but primarily really focusing on making sure that everything you put into your home meets your needs, not only as utilitarian, but also as art.
Wow, that is incredible.
Everything was done, you know, with, we were fortunate, most all the artists were local Northwest artists. We have such a variety of people here to pick from. We're very blessed in that, to be in this part. The home is just basically something extremely comfortable, something that you could easily live in and yet admire the appearance.
Great craftsmanship, appeals to the senses. Is that sort of your signature style?
Absolutely. It is the whole thing about interior is to make sure not only is it good looking, but that you enjoy living with it. Either the way you sit in it, how you use it, it's user-friendly, but it should have good.
Which is super important. Not like our parents where we put plastic over the couch and said, don't sit there.
And never allowed to go in the room.
Don't go in that room.
Absolutely. You should be able to use everything.
Absolutely. Dixie, tell us about your unit, what you contributed to the style there.
The space that I worked on was actually one of the smaller units, and I didn't go in and do a lot of architectural changes. In fact, I went in and used the space that was already there and came into it with the perspective that people will have most likely come from a larger space or a different location, and they might want to bring a little piece of that with them. So I wanted to infuse the idea that someone has brought their own past life, but they're blending it with their new life there.
It is gorgeous, and the view is awesome. And I could listen to you talk all day. You're from my neck of the woods.
Yes.
Dixie's from Arkansas.
Yes.
Dana, what about your style? What would you say is the best description of it and what you put into your unit?
Well, I think my own style is probably a little bit more pared down. I'm most known for a very masculine, monotone palette, but I had an opportunity here with the Escala to do something different, so I kind of took the lead and explored some different avenues. I also had to deal with some construction. My unit was a partial shell. So I worked on the ceilings, I worked on the fireplace, I did some interesting changes that kind of created a perfect backdrop for me to drop in all the beautiful furnishings. The fireplace was new, and of course some of the other built-ins there I had to deal with.
Oh man, this is really, I'm living vicariously. You must do that a little bit too with your clients, right?
I do. I had a lot of fun in this unit. I found a lot of fun things from different dealers from around the country, and the dining chairs that are in the dining room there actually came from the set from The Apprentice. From Donald Trump.
Oh, neat.
And so that was fun.
Neat.
So,
but you didn't get fired.
I did not get fired, but many people were fired in those chairs.
That is awesome. So what is it like? I know when we decorate our own homes, you're then stuck with that style for a while. Is it kind of fun to get to do this over and over and explore all these different avenues of design for you guys?
Absolutely. I mean, your job is only as good as your client. And for instance, with this job, the client, John Midby, had such a vision and pushed me beyond my safety zone that to this day I thank him for the opportunity.
That's interesting. And Dixie, obviously not everybody can afford these condos. I know I can't. Right. It's above my pay grade, but it's fun to look and we can learn from the kinds of things that you guys did.
Sure. There's some changes that you can make to spaces that will actually enhance them beyond a lot of dollars, and that would be, you know, of course the simplest being paint and wall covering, and then of course if you do have dollars to invest, you invest them in the larger pieces or the bigger spaces within the architecture, the flooring and countertops and things that are very visible and usable, of course.
I love looking at those. And Dana, for you, you went outside your comfort zone as well. What do you think that did for you as a designer and your stretch of imagination?
Well, it was an amazing opportunity to be able to actually act as my own client. We also had to deal with a different parameter. We were dealing with things that were readily available. We had an incredibly short lead time to produce what we did. And so there's a lot of things that we were up against. And once we got all those things in place, we had to make a lot of decisions quickly and and hope for the best and hope that things turn out the way that we want them.
And they did. They're
And they
gorgeous.
did.
You guys are very talented. Thank you so much for being here and giving us a look inside these very luxurious places. There are 5 Escala Collection homes that people can purchase fully furnished, including the 3 from Dana, Dixie, and Rich. They are only available through the end of May, so we have information on how you can see them on our website. When we come back, we'll find out how swapping your old purse for a new one could make a difference to some very special children. Thanks, you guys. We'll be right back.